Hi, welcome back to Damn Easy's YouTube channel. I'm Brandon with Emerald Green down in Southwest Florida. Today, we're looking at a Damn Easy Titan system, our aluminum plank system that we did a previous walkthrough on the house during construction. Now we're gonna see it all set up. The other thing we're gonna do today is do a water test. The one thing with us, before we leave any site, we always do a water test with the hose to check if there's any breaches anywhere in the system. We wanna find these issues if something minuscule that we can't see with the eye comes up before the system is in place, before it gets tested truly with Mother Nature. So we do a water test before we leave any job site just to make sure everything is working in proper order. So what we'll do is we're at a garage now, we've got the system up, we're gonna start hitting it with water and we'll check and see if any water is getting through. We'll be able to see behind it and just see if there's any breaches anywhere that we would need to make an adjustment. So let's take a look and see what happens here. So we're just checking every seal, every spot where we think water can get in to see if anything's gonna get through. And we're hitting it with the high pressure because as much as you might not get high pressure with the flooding, you do get hydrostatic pressure, which will really push its way through anything. So we really want to try and find its vulnerabilities to see if to make sure we've got everything. We'd rather be safe than sorry. And if there is a bit of an issue, that way we can adjust it now, and that way we know we're good when the event shows up. Let's take a look here. Bone dry back there. We've hit it pretty decently. So, you know, in the event that something does fail, you actually know really, really quickly when it happens. So right now, this system's looking great. Goes up nice and simple, and this customer's gonna be really happy, fully protected. On top of this system that's engineered to hold the water, it's engineered to hold the impact too. And the reason when we get on the long spans, we have this tie back that needs to go in, but it makes it strong, so it's gonna be able to take any good impact and be able to hold up. So if you do have the water pressure up, and the difference here in Southwest Florida when we get a hurricane is we get those big winds at the same time. It's just not a river rising. So you're gonna have some projectiles and some other stuff that's gonna be in the air that has a chance to hit it, and we don't want it to cause a breach based on an impact. So these things are engineered to take the impact, take the wind ratings, and be able to hold with the water. So let's do a walk around and just finish looking at how we've set this place up for this customer and see what we've done here. So we have the garages, the man door done here. You'll see as we get in here, this is where all their pool equipment is. They elected to build a couple walls here where these screens, where this was screened all the way in. So that way it just kind of keeps the noise in and just less system to set up for them to keep things simple. We only have a system set up at the main door here. So at the main double door during season, set up, nice, easy, 5-plank system. Everything can be stored inside, nice and clean, stacked on top of each other. Nothing to worry about through here. Big, nice lanai. But once we get to where the doors are, that's where we're set up. So this one is set up in here on the inside. We also have one on the back side of this hurricane shutter, which we showed in the last walk around. When doing something like this, what most people would be like, oh, we're good, we're protected. The issue you run into here in closing this lanai with the screen is during the hurricanes, we have a lot of rain. So now whatever water we're holding out means we're holding water in. So we would have to put up a pump system here that's gonna have an ejection site to get the water out so we don't have any buildup of water. And secondly, in here they do have a drain. So we'd have to put a plumber's ball in the drain here to stop any of the water from the drain system pushing up into the lanai. So, you know, the one thing with us compared to everyone else is we look for all these things. It's not just, here's your system, set this up, this is gonna work. It's the stuff you don't see. Most people don't think about this stuff, but anytime we have stuff leaving means we have an issue of water coming back in, especially in a flood. So, like I said, a lot of people miss this stuff. We get a lot of business because we go the extra mile and look for the extra detail. It's why we wet test. It's why we have backflow preventers. It's why we have check valves on drain lines. It's why we use plumber balls on lanai drains and stuff. So it's the whole package that you need. It's not just we're buying a kit off Amazon or off Joe Blow driving a truck down that decides he's gonna get into flood protection. We're a certified general contractor. We have actual flood protection and flood installation insurance which I actually don't know if anyone in the state has it at this point. And we know what to do because we are certified in these areas. So if you're looking to get flood protection done, you need to call us and get a second opinion to make sure you're getting covered fully. We've seen a lot of instances where we've got work where we've gone and looked at it, provided the solution for the customer and said they've had 2 or 3 quotes and no one else caught it. And they would have spent all this money on this system and it would have been all for nothing. So we really need to emphasize, you know, with flood protection, it's an all or nothing thing. We can't do it halfway because once the water's in, the water's in. So, you know, this is why we look for these things and the nuances, and it's what sets us apart from everybody else. So let's keep walking through and see what the rest of this property has. Again, we've got the AC systems up. We do have check valves for this customer for the drain lines that they'll put on just before a storm. So a check valve is a one-way valve, and it allows water to come out. But once there's more pressure on the backside, it locks itself out so nothing can push back up. So once the water recedes, it'll open up again and it'll continue draining normally. Final door here, single door into the lower level. You can see we have it built up to the bottom of the window, and the customer's like, look, if it's getting above the windows, we got way bigger problems. So again, 5 plank off that finished floor height, up to the windows, and that's less than they've had previous flooding. So we've got him protected from Hurricane Ian, and then another foot for something catastrophic. So we've got the AC systems up, we got the right amount of protection up here, we've got all the openings looked after, and this place is locked and loaded. So he's got peace of mind, security going forward for the lifetime of this house to be protected. So this customer is extremely happy, and we've got a good system for them, and this was a pleasure. And again, we're down here in Paradise working, and it's just a beautiful thing to be able to come down here and give peace of mind so people can just enjoy living down here and not have that that fear every year of another hurricane coming in and ruining their home. So join us next week, and we'll bring you another home between either our Damn Easy original system or our Titan system to show you how we can help places like yours around Southwest Florida. Have a great day.